Hello. Today I'm going to be covering the topic of law enforcement accountability and the issues I think we have with it here in the US today. So, to start off with some basic data, this was data uh, gathered by policeviolencereport.org. They've basically gathered this data from public records, police reports, databases, and media reports. And this is data from 2022, which was just last year, and it is an estimated number of 1,194 people were killed by police. And of those 1,194 people, 90% of that accounts for people that were killed by police shootings. And of that 1,194 number, there have only been 9 cases where officers were charged with the crime, which accounts for only 1% of that number. And most of these killings began with suspected nonviolent offenses or cases with no crime at all, where no crime was reported. 86 people alone were killed after police stopped them for a simple traffic violation. So with that, I want to bring a case of Breonna Taylor. If you don't know, she was killed in her apartment during a raid in which 7 officers forced entry. Why her case? And it's because through my research and all the videos I've watched, the police officers' testimonies and stories were just inconsistent and honestly suspicious. They're not getting noticed. There's no body cam footage of it, and it was just unprofessional in general. There was no communication throughout the not get notice. One officer even testified that they heard Breonna Taylor and her boyfriend trying to talk back. So I think with that, if he had communicated that with his partners, it would have been a whole different situation. But since he didn't communicate, they blasted the door open. The boyfriend, out of shock, fear, and adrenaline, shot at this unidentified threat. And that's when the police department started shooting into the apartment, and Breonna Taylor was caught in the crossfire. Um, Died on scene. Um, the reason that this issue is because for 2 years, all officers walked free, and only until recently are 4 of the 7 officers awaiting trial in federal court. So this had to be brought up to a federal level to get some assurance of justice. So with that, here are my proposals. Number one, more transparency, specifically through the department side. I think us people should have the right to uh, get this body cam footage, and the department can't really deny that or decline that because it could be crucial information in any case. Number two, a more thorough and fair investigation. If you didn't know, the department that investigated the Breonna Taylor case was the same department that conducted the raid. So I think there was some information that the department didn't present to the case that could have brought down their officers, and I think that's just unfair. That concludes my presentation.